What's happening, folks? Yeah. No, we're not getting ready to do a train robbery. We're just wearing our hard
Babe,
intentions.
babe, you're talking to
Yeah.
nobody. Nobody's even
Yeah.
out there.
Velcro bandana style.
Babe, you're talking to nobody
I know.
right now.
I know.
So
Well, there is one person. Yeah.
I think that's me.
Yeah. Yeah. How's everybody doing out there?
Fred was first.
What's up, Fred? Yo, what's happening? Hey, Fred, what do you think about these?
Babe, your
What?
head's like
Oh, I better scoot back.
cut off.
Here, let me push that in. There we go. Yeah, what's up? What do you guys think about these? So you just go like that, you know, you go in, stick them up, give me my medication, whatever, my beer, my groceries. Go back out to your car, bam, done. Pretty cool. I wear them at work occasionally.
Candy, what's going on? She said I'm broken but feeling better. What happened?
What's the matter?
Hi, Lex.
Why are you broken? What's up, Lex?
Lex,
Man.
I loved your messages this week. So
Yeah.
everybody give Lex some love because she's been having a really fucked up week.
Yeah.
So
She lost her job.
okay, so she lost her job. Well, I don't know that she wanted everybody to know that. But
I'm
now
sorry.
It's okay.
Lexi's been having a rough time, so give her some prayers and love. Yeah.
Slick said this is the first notification he's gotten in weeks. So you guys, can you
Really?
guys check your notification bell because we're starting to get a lot of that again. That people aren't getting notifications. We did want a break, but we
Yeah.
happen to be home, so we were just like, "What's
Yeah, every other Saturday.
And we're gonna send some positive vibes to someone in a second, but we're
Yeah.
gonna wait till more people get on here to get more,
Yeah. Yeah, every other
Hi,
Saturday.
Mountain Dew.
Hey, Mountain Dew, what's happening? Our favorite Jew, Mountain Dew. What's happening, brother? And you know, I did tell a story about my celly who was a Jew, and he saved my life, actually. And if you guys haven't watched that video, you know I have valley fever. And
Your boss is on, so is Redwood.
hey, what's
Post.
up, Redwood Post? What's up, brother?
Hi,
What's up,
Aaron.
Aaron? How you doing? Oh, Aaron's having an estate sale at the shop, by the way. They got some stuff they want to sell.
Like what?
What's up, Redwood Post? Just stuff, you know, bicycles.
Hi, Hi, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Steve LaBarber. Hi, LA Dodgers.
What's up, Steve? I got you, bro.
Slick, I want you to know that I really dig your Instagram. Your dog is so freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I love your dog.
For those of you who don't know, Slick's got some of the bad ass. He's got the exotic bully. Like if you saw my Instagram, you saw the dog that we kind of rescued. I showed my boss, hey, that dog down here, you know, my boss showed up to the work site. I said, hey, there's a dog down here. And we showed him a picture. He goes, let's go down there. And my boss went down there and says, oh, this is fucked up, you know. I didn't know, but he called like a no-kill shelter, and they came and got the dog. So, but it's an exotic bully, and Slick Ruler raises him dogs. He's got some, and he said that's like a $3,000 dog, so somebody probably stole it. And they were using that dog as a bait dog. He had scars all over his chest, and his ears were bleeding, and he, you know, but I petted him, you know, and he just started following us. He's just a great dog. But, yeah. It was awesome. What's the matter, babe?
Nothing. I just want to.
Oh, we got some shirts this week. Where's my shirt?
I'll get it.
Yeah.
Look at this shirt. It's so cool. Lakewater and Lakira. You guys are right up my alley.
Yeah.
Super freaking cool shirt. I love it.
Stillwater.
That's right. Oklahoma.
Yeah. Oklahoma. We got some shirts from Oklahoma. She got one. It's tie-dyed. And,
Which I love. My hippie
yeah,
girl
I got
loves
this one.
that.
Yeah, she's a part-time hippie. You know, look at that. What's that say? Yeah. Ooh. Yep, we got these from one of our subs.
We got it from Lakira and Lakewater.
Lakira and Lakewater. Yeah, pretty cool shirts.
I love them.
You know, people send us shirts occasionally, and Gabe also sent us a shirt from Sturgis. It's badass. It's sleeveless. And I don't know if I should wear Gabe's shirt or not because it might be a collector's item. It's like an 80-year anniversary of Sturgis. Yeah, so what's going on out there, folks? We got 40 people watching.
I got a lot of comments, so here we go.
What's going on?
All right, so let's see.
That's the way my boss is badass. She saved that dog's life. You know.
Fred says, fantastic night, my man. Bluebell is on. She said, hello, T.O. and T.S. Smiley. Hi, Bluebell. How are you?
Hey, Bluebell.
Salvador Padlan, Gas Monkey's on.
Gas Monkey.
What's going on, Mitch? Looking good. Hey, family. Mike Calderon said, what's up, Mitch? Slick Rollers, he's the one that said there was first notification in weeks. Stephen Barber said, hey, hell yeah, my meds. Let's see. Burl said, I thought you wanted to break on Saturday so you can have a live. We are having one. Actually, we're home.
Yeah, we're home
like,
Saturday.
You know, let's just do one. So,
we decided to do every other Saturday. If you remember, we didn't do one last Saturday, so.
I think, didn't we do one last Saturday?
I don't think so.
I thought we did.
My beard's growing. It's starting to get weird.
Redwood Post. You're so funny. Redwood Post said, what's up, brother?
Got my bike in the shop, bro. It's sputtering.
Yeah, Mitch missed out on a really awesome trip with my one of my best friends and my cousin. He couldn't go because his bike.
Yeah, I missed out on a run Friday night, man. Her this guy, he's like a brother to her. He grew up with her, and he's a good friend of mine now too. And I knew about him when I was in prison. But I helped him a little bit with his house. He's got a house he rents out and all that stuff, and he rides. And actually, when I rode up here, he met me in Kettleman City and helped me find my way up to Placerville. We rode together. So, and her cousin Nick, they were riding up to Lake Tahoe. South Lake Tahoe?
Yeah.
Yeah, the California side of Lake Tahoe. And like, hey, you want to ride? And my bike's in the shop. So, I missed out.
Have only 45 people on here now.
My motor's sputtering.
We're going to have to make, first of all, you hit the like button, and I'm not asking you to hit the like button. So, just because we want that.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing that, so it helps us a lot.
Yeah.
So there's been questions about where's Whack. So we're gonna say this a couple times tonight, so I think you guys don't get annoyed. But this is like important. So.
Yeah. Whack had some medical issues, and I called him Friday night, and I said, "Hey, look, man, take your ass to the hospital." He showed me a photograph of what's going on. He's got a hernia. I hate to put his business out there like that, but you know what, fool? Yeah. Anyways, I said, hey, man, take your ass to the hospital, bro. And, he's a little paranoid, man. And rightly so. A lot of people are worried about doctors and all that kind of shit. So anesthesia, and they know they got to have an operation. They get paranoid. And I said, look, man, those doctors and those people know what they're doing. That's what they do. I've been out to surgeries from prison. And believe me, prison doctors, they use the cheapest contractors they could get in prison. And I had a few surgeries from prison. So anyways, I told them, take your ass to the hospital and go get that taken care of, or you're going to die. And, one of his homeboys said, hey, he's a Samoan. He said, take your white ass down to the hospital, fool, and get that taken care of. So basically he told me, hey, you know what, man, you and my other homeboy, I respect, so I listened to you. And bottom line, he went to the hospital, and he's there now. He went home, and then he was feeling bad, and he went back, and he's got some complicated issues, and they got him on a liquid diet, and they're going to operate him on him Monday. His name is James Dobson, right? So let's give him some prayers out to him that his surgery goes well. You got to say a guy's name when you say a prayer.
Is that right?
That's right.
We can't just say Whack?
You can't just say Whack.
Okay.
Aww. When you're born, they give you a name, and that's the name God recognizes you under. So say some prayers.
Can I say your church name? Can I say it?
Yeah.
So Mitch has a.
First, you got to recognize this person in red, Candy. It's off my screen.
You are so sweet. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. I read my faces.
But there's a statement when she reads the comments.
Okay, I will read it in 1 second.
All right.
So Mitch has a church name, and we're given one. And so Mitch his church name is Silas.
Yeah.
You want to tell him why?
My church name is Silas.
I'm sweaty.
Because Silas is a patron saint of prisoners. And the reason he is a patron saint of prisoners is because he was in prison with Paul when gates fell down and they walked out of jail. So he's a patron saint of prisoners. And if you look up icons, especially like Orthodox icons, Orthodox Christian icons, and you put in Silas, you'll see a photograph of him. He's holding a chain, and I think it has a ball, like a ball and chain. So yeah, it's broken.
Candy, thank you so much, sweetie. She said, Mitch, I listened to you both and hear my parents before my mom got sick, and life was full of endless dreams and possibilities. That's gonna make me cry. I just love you both and what you stand for. XOXO, Candy.
Wow.
Candy, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we love you so much, and thank you so much for that.
She gave us $100 super chat, and that's amazing. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
So my church name is Natalia.
Yeah.
Who would visit her husband when he was in prison.
Wow.
Did you not know that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know why you chose that name.
Aw.
You can choose your name when you get baptized, your church name, your Christian name, or whatever you want to call it. So her name is Natalia. I didn't know that. So that's awesome. So we both have names related to prison.
John McHugh just super chatted us $5. He said, I ordered my Viking shirt this week. Yes, you did, John.
And it's on the way.
You guys are off the hook. We've gotten like a lot of orders, and we filled most of them. We were up really late the other night. Super cool. You want to show the shirt?
Yeah, I got the shirt. Yeah, the Viking shirt. We had it done.
People came over today and picked them up. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, some guys come by and pick some up personally, but there's the Viking shirt. There it is. This one's kind of wrinkled. I've been wearing it.
I love this shirt so much.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to talk Mitch into doing a chick one.
Yeah. Well, my lungs are kind of fucked up from the smoke.
Bluebell, it's Natyala, and
Natalia.
she would so basically they jailed her husband for being a Christian, and I think they cut off his hands. She actually wore, this is kind of creepy, but she wore his hand around her neck after he died. As
his
like
hand?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She did. So I don't think I'll be doing that anytime, but they're all stuck mountain. She said Silas and Natalia. That's right.
Yeah.
Steve LaBarbera said that's a badass shirt.
What do I think of the Norse gods? Somebody asked.
Yeah, that was James Sharon said, what does Mitch think of the Norse gods?
You know, they have a thing called Viking mythology, and it's a story about the Viking gods, and they call it mythology. I'm an Orthodox Christian, so I look at that stuff as mythology. Some people who follow Odinism look at it as real stuff. So I think it's awesome. Viking mythology is awesome. You think about Odin and his son Thor and Loki, and there's a motorcycle club who uses Loki as their their patch, and it's awesome. The stories are awesome. I watched the Viking series when I was in prison my last few years. They had the History Channel and different channels where I could watch the Vikings, and I watched the other since I've been out. So I love it.
My name is Bluebell said persecuted woman defying powers that be.
Awesome.
I like it too, Bluebell.
Yeah.
I like it too.
And my birth name Mitchell means Mitchell. That means one who gets his power from God. So that's pretty awesome.
Okay, so babe, I want you to hold up that shirt today because I learned something today. So just hold up the shirt for a second.
What shirt?
I did my homework, your Viking shirt.
My Viking shirt?
Yeah.
All right.
So I looked it up today, and they said, I'm sure Mitch probably already knows this, but this was new to me. So the symbol of the dragon, dog, sorry.
The dog.
The dog eating its own tail is actually because that is a symbol of good health is eating. So that's part of that. And then the other thing was the open mouth of the dog is fertility.
There's a dog
and
there.
The long hair is actually a sign of masculinity. So that's I learned that today.
Awesome.
I did my homework.
Awesome.
Candy said, I'm sorry you guys, we're kind of all over the place, but I'm trying to get it together here. Candy said, my dad died in April and my mom died in August 2019. I'm sorry, Candy.
Oh, wow.
She said, the way you love one another, the joy you share, the love you spread is just, I have no words.
Well, you know, you're always part of our family, Candy. So awesome.
And you just super chatted us another $100.
Oh, wow. Man,
Candy,
you don't have to do that.
And you know what? You are so supportive, and we just love you as we love everyone on here. Well,
and you know,
most people on here.
Well, I can't imagine. And you know, like I had, you know, troubled childhood with the, you know, I was raised by my stepdad who's kind of abusive and all that. So I can't imagine, you know, losing your mother and your father that, you know, you obviously love. Man, our hearts go out to you, and
Candy,
you know, you're part of our family, for real, straight up.
I was talking to Louie today on the phone.
Yeah.
Louie Max from Grind and Pivot, and he said to me, one of the things I love about your channel the most is that is that we've made so many really great connections. Like I got this amazing messages from Lex, which I love, and we've been sending messages back. I talked to Izzy. Izzy sent us a really cool thing last night. We were literally watching in the parking lot at a restaurant.
Yeah.
We went up with subs. And we played bingo with Ryan Rain last night and his wife. Lakewater just super chat us $10. He said, "I'm glad you got your shirts." Vic Carroll will see this later. She's working. She ordered me a Viking shirt. I can't wait to get it. I like
it's
your
on
church.
the way, brother.
I like your church names.
And thank you so much for the donation and the shirts. They're awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, you know, man. Yeah.
So I don't even. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Like,
Candy is just. You know what Louie was saying basically to Adrian. You know, I slept in because it's Saturday and I work all week, and she works all week too. But you know, my work's kind of physically demanding. I'm down. Last week, we got ready to do evictions from the homeless people living in the canals of Sacramento. So Friday, the evictions came through, and we had to evict a lot of people out of the canals. And the reason is they're destroying. They use shovels and McLeods, and they dig out the banks and canals. Anyway, it's a physically demanding job. So I slept in today, and I won't say how late, but when I woke up, she was on the phone, and I said, you know, who are you talking to? And she was talking to Louie Max. And one thing Louie said was like, he likes our channel because everyone's connected. It's like a family. And to us, it is a family. It's a Hard Intentions nation. It's a Hard Intentions family. And you know, people communicate here on these live chats, and they communicate with us during the chats and off the chats, and just it's awesome, you know. And that's one thing Louie likes, and that's one thing we love. You know, I got some emails that are very personal from people, you know, about their children, about them, and just you know, blows me away. And I don't know what to say. You know, I mean, I had a pretty shitty family life growing up, man. So now I feel like I have
we got a righteous family.
A righteous family.
A chosen family.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
I got a question for you, babe. He's asked this a couple of times. So Joshua John Ward, thank you so much, hun. Says, do you ever meet someone named Shady Grady?
Shady Grady.
Where do you know him from, Joshua?
Not that I know of. I don't know. Where would I have known him from? I don't remember that name.
Aw, Polly B. Polly B. Super chat is $9.99. He said, big shout out for the Bronx. I love my new gear. God bless you and Mitch.
Oh, wow. I'm glad you got it.
Thank you, Polly B.
Yeah.
I like your beard, too, in your photo. That's cool. You got
that's cool. Yeah.
Oh, he said from San Quentin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know him. I'm sorry.
Hi, Jen.
I do know someone named Paul. Paulie. We call him Paulie.
No, honey. He was asking about the other Shady Grady.
Oh, Shady Grady. No, I don't. I know Paulie, but not. Yeah. I never met Shady Grady. And I'm trying to think of the name Grady. I'm sorry. I don't know him. But,
Candy, you can talk to us anytime.
Yep.
Just send me an email at mitch@hardintentions.com and I'll give you my number and Mitch's number. No problema.
Yeah, mitch@hardintentions.com is my email.
I'm not going to mention any names, but we get a lot of messages from people about they're having problems with their kids, their adult kids.
Yeah, we do.
And Mitch is all about it. So if anything like that, you find yourself in that situation, both Mitch and I are totally open to talking to people for real.
Yeah, yeah.
Lexi said, my dad had Viking tattoos, so the Viking picture and shirt just means so much. The picture actually looks really similar to the one tattoo he had on his arm, and I so love it.
Awesome, Lex. Yeah.
So Mitch finishes my tattoo on my leg. I want all of you guys to be like, yeah, do it live. Do the tattoo on Adrian's leg. Okay?
We're going to have to get somebody to film it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, LaTanya, how are you? I haven't seen her for a minute. She said, hi, guys. What's up?
All right.
Josh and Ash said, what's that? I don't know what that means. Anyways, Mitch should do prison consulting for people going in. If they would let something happen like that, I doubt
I could, but it's if there's someone's on their way to prison, I mean, they would have to get at me, and I could talk to them.
Lexi doesn't live here; she lives way far away from us.
Yeah,
totally would.
And the Bronx. I want to tell you, I know a guy in a motorcycle club, and he's from San Diego, but he's originally from the Bronx.
Frank Rizzo's on. He said, "Hey, Frank."
Hey, Frank Rizzo, what's up? Yeah, but my friend from the Bronx, he had a Bronx side rocker. Because he's from the Bronx, and he's a good dude. He was my cellie in prison, and he told me, he goes, I rock a side rocker that says the Bronx, Bronx, and I said, well, why is that? You're from Dago, and he goes, well, I'm from the Bronx originally, and the thing is, when I was a kid, I used to hang out at this bar called Dumont's Bar, and that's actually where my crime happened, at Dumont's Bar.
And just so you know, Dave Mann actually painted a painting with Dumont's.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And so Dumont was from Canada, and he had a big Canadian flag in there, and it was a trip. But I actually was standing out. So I was a criminal when I was young, and I told this guy, I walked out front and I saw him, and he had a red shovel head, and I was 16 actually at the time. And there was motorcycles parked out front, and there was his red shovel head, it was kind of stripped down a little bit, and I heard he still has it. And I said, hey man, you want to buy a motorcycle? And he goes, well, what kind of motorcycle? And I said, one like that, only it's kind of stock. And he says, what do you want for that motorcycle? Mind you, this is 1979. I said, $600. And he looks at me. I was 17. This guy's in his 30s, been to Vietnam, whatever. And I said, he says, one of them kind of motorcycles. And I go, yeah, one of them kind of motorcycles. But anyways, he's got a Bronx side rocker. So thank you for that donation.
So Jen, I hope you don't mind me putting this out there, but they're saying Cheryl should have a channel, which is Bluebell. So I agree. Jen is actually going to start a channel pretty soon. If you guys haven't seen the interviews I did with her, because I've been very impressed by the support that I've had on here from women.
From your channel? Yeah, that's awesome.
From your channel, from my channel. I don't have a channel. So I think
this is our channel.
I think that would be awesome. So I'm going to help her work on that. And Bluebell, I think you would be an amazing. I would do it, but I do not have time, and Mitch's channel is a lot. So, but I think your story, Bluebell, would be amazing to hear in a more conducive way. I know you've been on JD's channel, but I think it would be good, like an interview, like a more
Stay down, Jersey. Hey, we just got a question too.
Jason, I'm curious, am I the only New Jersey sub? Probably not.
If they got anybody from New Jersey,
we haven't done a
shout
roll call
out
for a minute, so go right ahead.
And I don't know Bluebell's story, but if you have a story you want to tell, it'd be awesome if Jen could get her own channel, you could tell it. Hey, look, Adrian married me while I was in prison. We got love for each other big time, and one time we were having little problems in prison, and I said, look, when I married you, I didn't settle. I married you because I wanted to marry you, because I love you and I recognize, your qualities and whatnot. But, the bottom line is guys in prison who get out of prison, who make it through prison and get out, usually they have a woman behind them. My friend Dennis, my celly, Dirty Dennis from Oakland, his wife was amazing, Kathy, and she actually helped Adrian along, and she solidified her decision to marry me. She actually told her, this life isn't for you, and so on and so forth. Kind of tried to discourage her from being with me while I was in prison. Told her the hardship she was going to go through and whatnot, and Adrian decided to stay with me, and so. But the bottom line is, women have a different kind of strength than men, and so. If Jen was to start a channel where women could tell their stories about the hardship they've been through, I think that'd be great. We would support it 100%. Women have a different kind of strength than men. Men can get out there and fight and stand strong and, go to work when they're hurting and play, what they say in football, the guy played hurt, he was injured and he made that touchdown or whatever, guys have a different kind of strength. Women have an internal strength that guys, can't touch. So, Jen, if you start a channel, we'll support you. And if Bluebell gets on there as your first interview, that would be a continuation of the Heart Intentions Nation.
Every king needs a good queen.
Yeah.
You two are meant for each other. Best team on YouTube. Aww. Okay, so everyone keeps asking us about WAC. We did an update, so let's do another one. And that's why I said don't get annoyed, but we're going to keep posting this because WAC needs a lot of love. Yeah,
WAC's in the hospital, and they might be watching because I know he has his phone.
He does. He called us this morning. We FaceTimed this morning. So, yeah.
And so he's not allowed to see his kids. He is allowed to see his wife. He's been in the hospital since Friday night. And WAC called me and said, hey, I got this problem. Showed me a photograph. He's got some issues with a hernia thing. And I said, man, take your ass to the hospital. So he is in the hospital. WAC's in the hospital. He's going to have surgery Monday. So I want you all to pray for James, WAC. He's going to have surgery. I'm sure he'll be okay. And so that's where WAC's at. And also, we go on every other Saturday now. Because some Saturdays we like to get out and move around, do things.
You want to talk about what we did last night?
Yeah.
Mitch played bingo last night.
Yeah, I played bingo last night. It was fun. But, we went down to, so everybody, we have a guy on our channel, comes on, Ryan Rains, and he's actually from here. When my motorcycle ran out of gas because of Adrian, this truck pulls up. We're along the side of the road. Now, mind you, we're in the mountains. There's not a lot of cars going by. This truck stops and goes, hey, you guys all right? What's going on? It's how we ran out of gas. And he goes, man, I watch your channel. Blah, blah, blah. He goes, my name's Ryan Rains. And I go, wow. So he's a avid watcher of our channel, sub, all that.
Guy.
And so we met him there on the street, in the mountains, on the road, I should say, because Adrian had my motorcycle run out of gas.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
Anyways, we met him a few times, we've gone out to dinner and done a few things together now. It's awesome. And I've said before, social media, if you meet people on social media, which YouTube is actually social media, you should be allowed to meet. I think so. You should be able to meet them in real life. I met my friend Brent Ross down in Los Angeles on Facebook.
Hold on just a momento, please.
What's going on?
Even though I'm sure someone will bitch at me for interrupting. Guess what? Ryan and his wifey are watching now.
Really?
Yes. Hi, guys.
Awesome.
John McHugh just super chatted us $4.99. Said if there's anything we can do to help WAC, let us know. So I want to say something really quick.
Pray for him. Awesome.
Jennifer, ready for bingo on Wednesday?
Yeah, so last night we went out to bingo, which I've never really played bingo. We played bingo, and they have a bingo hall, but it's closed down due to COVID. So Ryan, his wife, Jen, and Genevieve, and Jennifer. Excuse me, Jennifer.
It's not Jennifer. It's
Genevieve. Genevieve. Right.
It's not Genevieve.
With a V, not an F.
Jennifer, do you hear this right now? Okay.
So we went out to play bingo in the parking lot. And so guys are playing bingo in the parking lot. And if they're sitting in their cars playing bingo and they win, they honk their horn. We were sitting at tables, actually. It was kind of fun. And anyways.
I will say that Ryan's wife is an amazing cook. She's brought us lots of sweets.
She brings us sweet stuff, and I'm trying to lose weight. So maybe you can make some carb-free sweets.
Bye, Josh and Ash. See you later. Are you coming back, or are you just going to the store?
Yeah.
Lake Water said, Kira and I would love to meet you guys in person. We'd love to meet you guys in person, too.
Now, Oklahoma's quite a ride, and I heard that highway down there is kind of nasty.
Tadpole said, bingo is like moped fun to play, but you don't tell your friends.
Yeah. It was kind of fun.
They're asking about your parole, babe.
And then afterwards, we went to the Cattleman. I have to recommend it. We had big giant steak, and she had steak and lobster.
We went to Cattleman's last night. It was so good. Jen and I both paid for it today, but it was
not
really
financially. They paid for it.
Our stomachs paid for it today.
Now, when I was in prison, I got a friend. I got to give a shout out to my friend K. Tom. And that means Knucklehead Tom. He's in a motorcycle club all over in Santa Rosa, and but I knew him in the '80s, and then he came back with 150 to life. His name's K. Tom. He's an awesome dude, and he told me about Cattleman's. He goes, "Man, I go to Cattleman's. They got steak like this, and all that." So last night, Ryan Rains and his wife and I.
We thought it was close. I mean, we thought
it was. Yeah. We were gonna go to some pizza joint.
Say goodnight to Redwood. He said,
good night, Redwood.
Have a great night.
Love you, brother.
Have a great night, too, Redwood.
Ride safe. I get off parole. We'll see you. So we're driving up Highway 50 going home. We're going to go to some pizza joint up by where we live. And we saw Cattleman's. And actually what they're doing is they're serving people outside in the parking lot.
We closed it down last night.
And I told her, hey, you should call Jen, and tell her Cattleman's is open. And right when I said that, Jen called Adrian and said, hey, Cattleman's. She saw it too, and they were driving by. So we pulled off Folsom Boulevard, pulled around, went to Cattleman's, and had it.
Slick said I got a Cattleman's up here too, bro. So when you come up here, we're going.
Yes,
we are.
Awesome. We were the last ones out. And we weren't, it's awesome because usually when you shut down the place, it's because you're a drunk and you don't want to leave. We were
the last one standing. And the waiter guy was super cool, but you could tell he was trying to get us out of there. But he was like, oh, don't hurry. But then he was like, you guys are awesome. You guys are great. Yeah. But then he kept coming back to the table. But Jen turned me on to bacon wrapped shrimp, which was amazing.
Bacon wrapped shrimp, yeah.
She said, I got to dip it in the barbecue sauce and then in the ranch.
Yeah, then when I got ready to give a tip, I said, hey, Ryan, how much of a tip should we get? And Ryan says, well, if we give them cash, they don't have to pay taxes on it. And, some of these guys, they got student loans and whatnot. And then Jen says, and this guy obviously has a cocaine habit. So we left him a nice tip.
Yeah,
it was nice.
He was nice.
We had a good time.
Bingo was fun too, and Jen and I were going to go on Wednesday to go play.
Yeah, so now my wife, thanks a lot, Jen. She's hooked on bingo, which is cool. It's a good social activity.
Jen always gets the table in the front. Jen is the one that we posted pictures of a couple weeks ago when I had my backup lane max at the casino from last weekend. So yeah.
Yeah, I went to casino last weekend. So it's awesome. I made a couple good friends from our YouTube channel that we got to meet in person. And hopefully in the future we'll get to meet some more of you folks. Once
Derek, I always tip my waiters and waitresses. Good?
Yeah.
Always. It's a bit of a struggle for Mitch.
Yeah, when I first got out, we would go out to eat. And I would say tip, because he gave me the receipt and it's got the price. And I said, I don't give any tips. I don't give they get paid. They get paid to be a waiter. I don't give tips.
It's like I tip accordingly too. If they give you, so the biggest insult. This is what I learned from a friend of mine who's a waitress. She said if you get shitty service, the worst thing you can do is leave mix match change on the table, like pennies and shit like that. So if I get really shitty service, I do, but I know that is one of the hardest jobs ever. They
Yeah.
work their freaking asses
Yeah.
off. So yes, I tip
Yeah.
accordingly. If they don't do good service, I don't give them shit. But Mitch had to learn. I was like, you don't fuck with them until after you've eaten. I said because people like to spit in food. People like to do it. Mitch was like, oh, I was like, do not fuck with the people that serve our food.
Yeah, they don't
until
want them
they're-
spitting in your food.
Yeah.
Well, the bottom line is we left the guy a good tip last night. You know, I should tell her I don't leave tips. I'll leave him $2. How's that? You know,
Brian said you play bingo was for to buy parts for our bikes.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that? What you guys are thinking?
Yeah.
about?
So Ryan and I
I'm
want to
sorry.
start building
Hold on 1 second.
motorcycles. What's going on?
Sorry. Woody is online from Scotland, and he said,
wow.
"You need to come to Scotland to meet me. I live beside Loch Ness."
Oh wow.
Yes, waitresses and waiters, we're gonna give all of them props right now
Yeah.
because they work their asses off, 100%.
Especially single moms that are waitresses raising kids.
You're right, and you're right, John. In Europe, they actually consider tipping an insult. So, yeah, we could take some of those on.
Yeah.
Because they actually pay
America's a
workers
little different.
decent money.
They treat waitresses
Sorry,
like
babe,
shit.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go
And
ahead.
waiters. But you know, Scotland, you know, my mother-in-law and father-in-law had a trip scheduled to go to Scotland and Ireland, and then COVID hit and they had to cancel it. So it's that's kind of sucks. They were all jazzed up, but you know. Yeah, so Ryan and I are looking for a place where we can rent a garage type spot where we can work on motorcycles. And what we want to do is start maybe buy salvage title motorcycle for a reasonable price, and then fix it up, make it a custom. That way we get a motor and a transmission and other parts, and build a custom motorcycle. Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Hard
So
Intentions motorcycle.
yeah, Hard Intentions motorcycle.
What they say, Hard Intentions garage, Hard Intentions,
Hard Intentions
customs.
garage, Hard Intentions customs. And that's kind of what we want to do. We both love motorcycles, and we want to get into building bikes. So that's kind of what we're looking for.
Salvador said, I always tip once I gave the waitress $20 for a $25 breakfast. The waitress almost cried. That was at Jerry's in Hollister. I do. Slick wants us to raffle mine. We need to. We seriously need to do that.
Yeah, she's looking into figuring out how to do that.
I know. I've been doing it for a minute, but I can't get a straight answer. So I think I'm actually gonna have to talk to an attorney because I can't get a straight answer from the internet. It tells you, both.
My lungs are fucked up from all the smoke.
They are.
Fortunately, it did rain Friday, so.
Oh, no, I was going to say. So here's the thing. Don't forget about, I always go to this one coffee shop that's up here. It's called the Coffee Depot in Placerville, which I love. They do Pete's Coffee. But I always feel bad because you can't add a tip on your card, and I always use my card. So what I'll do periodically is just go in there and give them cash, which they love.
Yeah.
And when I have cash, I give it to them. Even if I buy a $5 cup of coffee, I'd give them a $30 tip. Because I don't tip because I can't do it on my card. So support your local, not big chain ones.
We got a drive-through coffee shop. She always goes in there, and every once in a while, when she gets paid, she'll give them $40. Like, here's $40. Here's the tip, and they're like, wow,
It's nice for them. They don't make
she
much.
orders decaf coffee, and they always give her caffeinated coffee, which I love.
There's that chainsaw couch is off to couch heaven. So, can you drink alcohol on parole? That's James.
No, I don't drink alcohol on parole. No. My homeboy out in Ohio has never told me about about the weather out there too. Somebody asked about my homeboy that moved to Ohio. I haven't heard him mention the weather.
Bluebell, you know what? I used to do that. She's talking about you pay for the person behind you. I used to do that until there was a total asshole that was behind me in line who was really nasty to the ladies at my drive-thru. So I used to do that. So just be selective about it because you never know.
One time I was out riding my bike and we have another coffee shop, and I mean it's a little puny shack over there down the way right by Perot's.
Oh yeah.
And I saw 2 cop cars in line right at this coffee shop. And you know what? This place, I'm telling you, it's literally a closet. And I was riding my bike and I saw it and I drove past, I turned around, pulled in the parking lot, and I went up to the cops are looking at me. I took my helmet, I flipped it up in my visor, and I went up and I said, hey, here's $20. I go, I don't know how much your coffee is, but them cops back there in line buy one of them coffee, so.
Longbeard, who has, so everybody say hi to Longbeard.
What's up, Longbeard?
Longbeard gave up on our channel and only goes on Wax channel now. So, yes, Longbeard, we know you told him to go. So did 1,000 other people. So finally, he is in, and he's not getting ready to have surgery. He's getting ready to have surgery on Monday.
He's gonna have surgery on Monday.
Probably. There's some nuances that are going on with that before that surgery. Yeah. So it might be Monday. It might not be. He's in there TBD. So everyone just give him some love. Support him. Give him some love.
Yeah, once he got in there, first he was supposed to have surgery on Monday, but now they're saying he might not. They might want to keep him in there a little while for.
When's Mitch doing a spread video? I want to do a tattoo video and a spread video. I think
now here's the deal. She wants me to tattoo on her.
He needs to finish mine.
I hate tattooing, but I did start tattooing on her leg. And
right when he got out of prison.
Yeah, she came down to visit me in Los Angeles. We had an Airbnb.
4 hours we spent, 6 hours we spent.
Yeah, we're tattooed on her leg. So, and so she wants me to do a little more work on her. So what we're thinking about doing is doing like either a live or just videotape it while I'm tattooing on her. But I'm gonna have to have.
Hey, Jen and Ryan, will you come over?
Yeah,
and
maybe Jen and Ryan can film it while I tattoo on her.
But you're gonna have to do one for Jen then.
Yeah, I know. Then next thing you know, I'll be tattooed. Oh, by the way, my newfound brother, Michael, we love you.
Yay! Tomorrow we get to know you.
I'm gonna see my brother, Michael, that I spent. Here, and before I go any farther with that, I spent 38 years in prison, and my mom used to come see me once in a while, about twice a year. And she had 38 years of me being in prison. She could have told me, hey, your real dad is this guy named Tom. They call him Tomcat. Yeah. He was a cool-ass dude, man. She never did. So I missed out on my dad. But now I have 2 brothers.
I'm so excited.
Randy and Michael.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're going down. I met my Logan, who's my nephew. And tomorrow I'm going to go down and meet Mason, who's my other nephew. My nephews are twins. And so one of my nephews is an EMT in the Bay Area. And the other one is a firefighter in the Air Force. And he just got back from Afghanistan, went into quarantine. And now he's over here in Sacramento. We're going to go down and meet him tomorrow, which is awesome. I can't wait. That's awesome. Whew. And you know what? What a man, right? He's a firefighter, and I think once his visit time is over, he's going to go fight fires on the West Coast. What an awesome young man.
Longbeard, how would I know it's your birthday when you don't come on our channel anymore? When you're always on Wax channel, how would I know
what's up, Longbeard?
How would I know that?
What's going on?
Hey, Turk. He said, I just got home, babe.
What's up, Turkey Loco? How you doing, brother? I'm glad you're home from your vacation.
Glad you're home.
Hope you're feeling better.
White Dawn said, hey, guys, I'm on a 2-hour drive, so this is good timing. It's going to keep me from falling asleep.
Cool. I don't know if we could stay on for, 2 hours, but,
Babe, what are you going to make me for dinner tonight?
Oh, man.
Are you going to make me my favorite?
We're going to have reruns. What do they call that? Leftovers.
Reruns? Did you say reruns?
We're going to have leftovers.
It is not smoky here. It is. We actually decide. They're asking what it's like right now.
For about 3 weeks, I was out working in this smoke, and it was terrible. Friday, I went out to go to work, and there was raindrops on my windshield of my car. So we got a little bit of rain.
Reruns, everyone like that.
Yeah, and the rain actually got rid of some of the smog. I shouldn't say smog. I should actually just say smoke. Smoke is just carbon. The trees suck up carbon while they're alive. When they die and burn, they release it. So that carbon got pushed down to the ground
Okay, so now
by the
everybody
rain.
says they're gonna call leftovers reruns.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone said reruns. That's what the new one. My wife will love that. Has
Yeah.
let's see, new name for leftovers. Lex said it's iconic. That's what I'm starting to call leftovers from now on. Reruns. Amen.
I had an idea.
Hi, PNM Old School.
What's up, old school? Hey, while I was in prison, they sell you the cheapest shit in the canteen they can get, and they sell these chips. I used to buy corn chips and some of the potatoes. When you get the burnt ones, they're kind of burnt. I kind of like those. I'd crunch them up. I had an idea to go to, and I actually met a friend of mine. He was from Richmond, Cocoa County. They got a Lay's potato chip.
Bluebell.
Good night, Bluebell. You have a good night. We'll see you later. But he worked at the potato chip factory in Richmond. He said all the rejected chips they knock off to the side. And I thought, well, why not have a potato chip company called Rejects? You go down to Lay's and all these other,
God.
buy up all the rejected chips. They're burnt and they don't look good or whatnot, and bag them up and call them Rejects. Why not? That was my idea in prison. I ran that by K-Tom one time. I thought, man, you're crazy.
Hey, you know what? We didn't go live last Saturday night. You tried to say we went live Saturday night. We were at Caleb's last weekend.
Yeah, we didn't go. It's every other week.
I want to tell you something. I've seen a lot of shit in my time. I never seen this. So our friend does this thing called log boxing.
Boxing on the log.
Never seen it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was fun and amazing. It was super cool.
Yeah, so my friend's dad turned 48 last Saturday. And this guy's a youngster. He's about 24, 25 now.
He's such a good kid. He's amazing.
When he turned 18, now his dad works for a company up here. I won't say the name, but the bottom line is they're trimming up all the trees, pulling out the brush, for PG&E to prevent fires. And that company has blown up. It's a multi-million-dollar company now, and he's been with them basically since it started. But so his dad's a hard-working man, and he's got a messed up back, same as me. And so when his son turned 18, who's my friend, and he said, "Hey, get a job or get the fuck out." And they got like 9 acres. It's a family property. His grandparents owned it before his dad, and this and that, and so his dad gave him a month to run around, and play because he graduated from high school, and then he got a job at the machine shop, and that's where I met him. And he was operating the machines. He was a machine operator. He'd set them up and run them, and he's a good youngster. He worked there until last year. His mom got sick and he took some time off, but
he's such a good kid.
He's a great kid, man. And I'm telling you, these youngsters can learn from him. He's and you know what?
He is very injured right now.
Yeah, he got injured working on someone's car. The transmission fell out of the car, bottom of the car, and the car rolled off the jacks, and it messed his hip and his leg up. It landed on him. Yeah, it landed on him, and it drug him 15 feet. But anyways, it was his dad's birthday. We got him 48 lottery tickets and went down there. And so as the evening went on, they had a log out back with hay bales all around it. And they had boxing on the log. They had boxing gloves, and it was fun. We had a good time last Saturday night.
Tanner said, "I'm not sure if you remember, but after your 23-in-1 interview, I followed you and you asked how I got in my chair. Just want to let you know it meant a lot that you reached out like that."
Well, being in a wheelchair, brother, it's not easy, man. And you know what? People that reach out to me, I reach back, and whenever I can, I work 5 days a week. I come home, I'm tired. I don't always hit my emails, but it means a lot that you contact us, and so And it means a lot that you watch our channel. And
Good
really,
night,
I mean,
Jay.
yeah, good night. Thank you for watching. And thanks for the positive comments, man.
Yeah,
We
that's
hope you're
awesome.
doing well. Yeah, really. We hope you're doing well. And that's and look, you can reach out to me anytime you want, and I will communicate with you. You
So people are asking, do you have any reruns? That's so funny. Let's see.
know.
Do people in wheelchairs stay in GP?
Look, California prison system has a couple different prisons they designate as medical facilities, and guys that have medical issues that put them in a wheelchair, that's where they go. They go to medical because if you're in a wheelchair, obviously you have some medical issues, and that's where they go. Um, yeah, I've been in some facilities where they had guys in wheelchairs, and you know what? For the most part, look, guys in wheelchairs are just like anyone else. They're in prison because they committed a crime. They're in there with us. If they're assholes, people treat them like assholes. But if they're decent guys, like one guy, I remember he used to go down to the hobby shop and tool leather, and there was a guy who used to push him down to hobby, push his chair down, and he got that person in the leather, and they used to hang out together, and they push him back to his housing unit. They had guys that would.
I'm sorry, baby.
What's
Sorry.
up?
Wax on.
Oh, hey, what's up, Whack?
He said, "What's up, y'all? We've been giving you a lot of prayers and good thoughts coming your way, Wax.
Yeah.
We love you, and I hope you better behave too. That's the other thing I was going to tell you in
Yeah.
there. He was behaving this morning. He does not like Jello, but everybody tell Wax he needs to listen to his nurses.
Yeah, Whack needs to listen to his nurses. So yeah, guys in wheelchairs, man, if they're decent guys, you get treated real well by the guys around them. I mean, yeah, and like I said, if you ever want to communicate, just get at me. You know.
Whack, whack, whack. How are you doing, Whack? Any better? Are you feeling? Aw, JJ just super chatted us $4.99. He said, "I respect Mitch for the simple fact that you tell he's a sincere man. My brother is in a wheelchair and it's tough for him. That's some tough.
Thank you for
really
that
tough.
super
Thank you
chat,
so much,
and
baby. That's awesome.
we
Thank
hope your brother's all right. For real. And look, man, there are guys in prison. I could tell you a story about a guy who was in a wheelchair who was a real piece of shit, and it's kind of funny, but um, guys who are in prison have medical issues that are it disables them. Um, if people pick on them, guys, they get fucked up. Put it that way. I'll put it real plain and simple. If you're in a facility where they have medical issues and you fuck with someone who has medical issues that are, uh, they're disabled because of some kind of medical issue, you're gonna get fucked up. Um, I had a homeboy that was in a wheelchair. Guys were ripping him off, and the guys who were ripping him off, they got fucked off bad. They got hurt really, really bad. Um, uh, guys that are, look, just because a guy's disabled doesn't mean he's a great guy. But even if a guy's not a great guy, you're not supposed to fuck with him. But guys that are decent guys are disabled. They got medical issues. People treat them they go the extra mile because especially guys that are doing life. We all realize that there was a time when we thought, hey, we're never going to get out, and that's going to be us someday. We're going to be the old man in the walker going down the hallway trying to get to a chow hall and whatnot. So we treated them good.
Good night, Latonya.
Good night, Latanya.
So guess who's on here? We haven't seen him for a minute.
Oh.
Actor producer Big Joe Castro.
Big Joe Castro, what's up, bro?
What's up, Smiley?
Yeah, what's up, brother?
We haven't seen you for a minute. You good?
He's making the zombie movies. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, make zombie movies.
Oh
yeah.
My God, that's crazy.
Yeah, we love you, brother.
Aww.
Yeah, remember you got the crazy Aztec print.
Yeah, I remember that.
And hopefully soon we're going to be making it into a shirt.
Wax said, "I'm sorry I can't respond to everyone, but you guys really made my day." So, Mitch, baby, you want to explain your Joe said, "I love you too." So cool. You want to explain why you're coughing so much? Because everybody last night at bingo thought you had COVID.
Yeah, we're at the bingo. They're playing bingo out in the parking lot, and Adrian goes, "Hey, all these guys think you got COVID because you won't stop coughing."
There are people looking at giving us dirty looks and shit.
It was funny. It was funny. Well, look, there's been a lot of fires in California. I work in Sacramento, and there's a lot of smoke.
Sorry, this is important.
What's up?
This is so fucking hilarious. Joe Catcher said, release October 24th, Cholo Zombies, over 20 celebrities. I cannot freaking wait for that.
Cholo Zombies.
Hey, Joe, when are we going to do Biker Zombies?
Yeah, we need to do Biker Zombies and have me in that movie, bro. The Biker Zombies meet the Cholo Zombies.
Sons of Anarchy. We should have them come back as zombies.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, they got the Sons of Anarchy. Then they got the, what is it? What's that other one?
Babe, say hi to Woody.
What's up, Woody?
He's in the UK. He normally is going to join us, so he's out, and so he said had an awesome weekend chat.
Thank you. Woody,
bye,
it's that Woody 81?
Woody 81, yeah.
All right, Woody. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Say hi to our friends over there in the UK. Yeah, well, so what was that other film? What is it called? The Aztecs or the...
Oh, the Mayans.
Oh, the Mayans. Yeah. So they have the zombie Mayans meet the zombie Sons of Anarchy.
I'm going outside to go get some air.
Oh, Adrian's going outside to have some fresh air. So I won't be able to read all the comments right now.
Did you see what I did with my phone?
No, I didn't.
Okay. I'll be back.
All right, Woody. Good night. Yeah, I just read here, a guy said he had a serial killer celly, his paperwork was all good. I would say serial killer. I would have to question who he was killing. It's kind of... Anyway, there's a lot of smoke in Sacramento. That's why I'm coughing. I've been working for the last 3 weeks in the smoke. And if you're not in California, the West Coast where all the fires are, the smoke is so bad. When I come home... Yeah. When I come home, I can see the highway going up the mountains. Well, during the smoke, I couldn't even see the base of the hill. The base of the mountain where it starts to go, I couldn't even see it until I got right up on it. So the smoke is very thick and very heavy. And, I've been outside. I work outside. I clean up illegal dumps and I clean up homeless camps. And so, yeah. Yeah, it's, what's up, Frankie? Is that my old friend from San Quentin? Yeah. What's up, brother? Got my motorcycle in the shop and I might be off parole soon. So when I get my bike out of the shop and I get off parole, I'm going to have to come see you. Yeah. You don't live that far away, brother. Along with Redwood Post. Yeah. So, slow melts. What's slow melts? Yeah, so anyway, I just been working my ass off and doing my thing and, trying to stay ahead, man. I got these Doc Martin industrial boots. They've been killing my feet. So I got some inserts tonight. And, when you're on parole, my parole, I'm going to find out next month. My parole officer's report went in on the 9th. His two supervisors report went on the 19th. And then it goes to a district administrator. And then it goes to the parole board. And I imagine the parole board's going to let people off parole who get a recommendation to get off parole. What's up, Slow-Mo? And so that's what we're waiting on now. All the reports are in. We're just waiting, and we'll probably find out next month. I have a 5-year parole, You have a review in 3 years, and technically, unless you've done something wrong, unless you have good reason, you're supposed to be released after 3 years. So we'll find out. I do know some guys that were not released after 3 years.
Slow-mo.
Yeah, I'm about ready to do that tattoo also. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not slow melts. It's slow-mo.
But it said slow melts on
Yeah,
here.
he has a new name. So let's get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to show you something because this is how much my husband really loves me.
Oh yeah. I want
This
this
is
store
what
today.
this is what he got me today, and I'm telling you, I don't eat a lot of sugar, and this thing is the shit. It's amazing. It's amazing.
She told me, "Oh, she was eating it, and she goes, "Oh, you're the devil." Oh yeah. I had like a cheesecake one. Of course, it's a good thing they don't sell Ben and Jerry's in a half
Want an
gallon.
ice glass for your water, babe?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay, so let me just read some comments, okay? Yeah, you're right, Lindsay. That shit is crack. I agree. I ate a little, I put it in the freezer. I ate a little more, put it in the freezer. I still have some left.
Oh, you do? I'm going to eat that.
You are not.
That's mine.
You are not. He finished his, so now he wants mine. Let's see. Is it true that the smoke is insane in California? It's so much better, Jen. It is so much better.
It's better, but my lungs are messed up from valley fever and sucking it. The first week wasn't that bad. I didn't really feel it. After the second week, I got a little bit of cough, and now I have like a cough, and hopefully it'll clear up.
Frankie said he got off in 2 years. Frankie Prouder.
Yeah, he's my friend from San Quentin.
Hi,
Frank, after you left, you went out to court. Now I got to tell you a story. I got to tell the story. So when I was in San Quentin.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
You better not have broke my skull.
Oh, yeah. That's the skull. I found that in a homeless camp. Right home. Anyway, I was bringing in tobacco. Somebody was sending me tobacco in the mail.
I don't know who.
And, yeah. Anyway.
What the fuck? You just threw me under the bus.
My friend liked to smoke, and he worked in maintenance. And I go, hey, bro, he's a motorcycle outlaw and everything. And I got to say, he got fucked around. And
sorry, Sparky's on.
What's up, Sparky? Anyway, he got fucked around. Some guys, jumped on him, and he got in a fight, and one of them got hurt real bad. So anyway, he went out to court. But while he was there in San Quentin with me, I said, hey, bro, I want to move my locker. Now, in San Quentin, they got like this much space. They got the bottom bunk has a locker in the back of the cell, and the top bunk has a locker right above his bunk. And you got like this much space to roll around on your top bunk. So I go, I want to take that locker and move it on the back wall and turn it from sideways to this way. And so he came, did that, and I gave him some cigarettes and everything. And then I moved to another cell. And I go, hey, I was thinking, man, I like to take that locker and put it behind the bunk. So when I lay back in the cell, I can lean against it. Plus, I can use it for a cooking table, right? And she actually posted one of my videos that I sent from San Quentin that showed my spice rack. It's on one of my YouTube videos. And so Frank come in there, and he had to cut about this much off the locker with a Sawzall, and he mounted it on the wall. It's like, oh, cool, bro. Thank you, fucking great shit. Now, when you live in a cell that's only 4 foot 8 inches wide, 10 feet long, every space counts, every square inch, So I was like, fuck, that's great. I got a place to cook. I got my locker. I can lean back in bed. I got a headrest. It was cool. So by now, I've been selling tobacco for almost a year. And guys are snitching on me all the time. They kept searching my cell. They never found nothing. One time they searched our cell. We had 2 cell phones in the cell. I won't say where. Unlike West Squats, and they give shit up. They couldn't find them. But they go, hey, man, that fucking locker, this is a goon squad, And now my bro Frank, he was out to court. And he got his sentence reduced, and now he's out. So thank God, right? But anyways, they go, because of the saw marks on the locker, they thought that I cut that locker with a hacksaw blade. And they're like, who moved that locker? How'd you cut that locker? I said, man, that was like that when I moved in this cell. And I was telling my celly Scotty, you know, God rest his soul. He's passed away. But I say, bro, you know, what are we going to say to these motherfuckers? And he goes, fuck them. Just tell them it was like that when we moved in there. And so that's what we did. They go, how'd you get that locker down there? Who cut that locker? You know, I had to cut it to fit next to the sink, you know.
Good night, Roger Williams.
Oh, Roger Williams. Thank you, brother.
Roger Williams is the shit. Okay,
yeah, Roger Williams. Thank you for everything, brother. So anyways, Frankie, thank you for hooking my cell up. And, yeah. That's just a little short prison story.
You guys, yeah. Longbeard, Black is not going to go on live, dude. Longbeard says I should go, because, you know, I go on sometimes when Mitch goes to bed. Yeah. So,
are you kidding me?
What? Babe, that's Filipino money, so calm down.
Tell the story, what?
Sparky said, tell the story of, so Johnny Damaged is another one that Mitch did time with. That's on here. Yeah. Unlike other channels, Mitch always has people that he did time with on there because he did so much time. So Sparky said, tell the story of our encounter with the Ultimate Fighter. You don't have to. You don't want to. I love you guys. I love the show. We love you too, Sparky.
I'll tell that story. Everybody reads that comment right there. If you want me to tell that story, let me know. I'll tell it.
He said, do you guys want to hear the story?
Want to hear that story that Johnny Damaged? Is it Damaged or Damaged?
Sparky.
AKA Sparky. You better come on my channel, Sparky.
Everyone said, DC said I'm game.
Yeah.
No slow-mo. We are working on having the hoodies. They will be available. Those hoodies will be available. They're probably going to be on Teespring, but yes, they will be available soon. Hey, Skeeter. Skeeter,
when are you going to come on our channel, man?
Okay, they said tell it.
All right, Skeeter, you need to get at us. Mitch at heartintentions.com.
Yes.
That's our email. Get at us.
Okay.
We want you on the show.
They said tell it, but here's the thing. So on Wednesday night, we're going to try something. I don't know if this is going to work. We've never done it before.
Yeah.
So if any of you are interested in coming on a Zoom on Wednesday night, please let me know at mitch@heartintentions.com.
Yeah, we want to get some of our subs on the channel.
I need your email address, so make sure to include that, and we'll invite you to go on with Mitch on Wednesday night, if you guys are interested in that. So, okay, tell it.
Sparky and Frank have never interviewed on my channel. They just make comments, they've subbed, and so they're my friends. So anyway, got to backtrack, you know. I went to Donovan in 1993, and, you know, I just started, you know, I've been listening to punk rock for a couple years, this and that and the other, and I met Sparky. Sparky's from San Fernando Valley, and Sparky's you're a J-Cat, Sparky. Yeah, I swear you're a J-Cat. He's a crazy bastard. But, you know, I really like Sparky, man. I took a liking to him, and, you know, we used to play I used to drive iron and then go play handball. And I always play handball with Sparky.
I heard this one.
Yeah, you know, and, you know, I spent about 3 years in Donovan, and Sparky was there pretty much the whole time. And, you know, we became good friends, man. You know, Sparky was into the drugs and, you know, the nefarious lifestyle shit. He's from L.A., and he's into the punk rock scene real heavy from the beginning. And, excuse me. So anyway, I went to Corcoran, you know, I went to Lancaster, and my points went down. I went back to Donovan in 2003. And there was Sparky. I said, man, what the fuck, brother? What are you doing here? You know, because he got out. And, you know, he got out and he was doing all right. And then he was doing some shit with, you know, doing some criminal shit. And he got pulled over and he got busted. So there he was. So we were hanging out, you know, and Sparky's, you know, he doesn't, you know, he's not a real big, tough guy. He's just but he's not a punk. He'll fight. He might get beat down, but he'll fight. So anyway, he made a comment about somebody. There was a guy there who's an Ultimate Fighter, and he thought he was running shit, and so There were guys there trying to tell motherfuckers how to live. It's a whole new prison system now. And now, mind you, I hadn't carried a piece in years, decades. I never felt the reason, to carry a piece. And so, especially since I quit using, and so anyway, there's so many guys here trying to tell motherfuckers how to live. I said, man, fuck this. I don't like these fucking lames trying to tell me what the fuck to do. So I got a plexiglass, nice thick piece of plexiglass. I cut finger grooves in it, made a piece out of it, about young. And now plexiglass is good for a one hit, maybe two, and you can carry it through metal detectors. So I had that. And bottom line is, I told some of these guys, hey, you need to watch your fucking mouth. You need to quit telling motherfuckers how to live around here. And I told some of these guys, hey, you keep trying to tell me how the fuck to live. I'm gonna stick this fucking thing in your neck. And I flashed and lifted up my shirt, flashed it on him, told him, hey, I will stick this in your fucking neck while you're eating. And I go, what'd you say? I said, look, when you're sitting down eating dinner and you think it's all good, I'm gonna come up behind you. I'm gonna stick this fucking thing in your neck if you keep telling me how to live. I know the rules and I know how to live. I don't need you, dumb motherfucker, to tell me what to do. I've been in prison since before you were born. So anyway, one night Sparky came in and he made some comments about a guy who was an Ultimate Fighter guy. And I didn't really like the guy. And at one time he was in a bike club and he wasn't anymore. And Sparky said something about him. And so I come in off the yard and he goes, where's Sparky at? I go, what's up? He goes, I'm going to break every bone in his fucking body, that motherfucker. And I said, no, you're not. I had that piece on me. And so here comes Sparky. And Sparky lived in cell number 1, way over in the corner. And during the unlock, they open all the doors. So this guy sees Sparky come in. And so Sparky's walking to his cell, and this guy's walking with him. He's going, yeah, blah, 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 blah. He's talking shit to Sparky. I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. Well, Sparky's my friend. And even though I'm like trying to go to San Quentin, get down to a lower level prison where I can do my artwork and hobby and all that, this dude's my friend. And I don't have a lot of friends in prison. So I'm walking next to them. As they're walking, he's talking shit to Sparky. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to break all your bones, blah, blah, blah. Big Ultimate Fighter. And I'm going, hey, you don't want to do this. And I'm telling him, hey, think about this. You don't want to do this. I go, you're not going to do this. Think about it. It's not worth it. You don't want to do this. And we got about 10 feet from the cell, and the cells are open because they had a button that pop all the doors. And I kind of put my hand on my side, and I go, you don't want to do this. And he looks at me, and then he clicks, and he goes, oh. He points his finger at me, he goes, oh, yeah. And he walked away. He knew I had a piece on me, and he knew Sparky was my friend. And the bottom line was, if Sparky would have went in his cell and that guy would have went in behind him to beat him up, I would have been the third one in there, and I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you people right now. So that's
I just want you to know something. The whole time that you were talking like that, nobody was chatting. Like, that's super cool. Like, everybody was really listening. And Sparky said that shank Mitch had was badass. One of the best pieces I've ever seen in 27 years in prison.
Well, I know how to make them.
Okay. So
you got to do what you got to do.
So listen, I want you to tell about how you ran into Sparky. No, Sparky announced that.
Oh, all right. So, yeah.
Yeah, baby, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Anyways,
wow.
So Sparky had a cellie named Shaggy. Shaggy's blind, his glasses were like this thick, He was blind, and so.
So wait. Let me just give this some So Mitch is doing. You got to set this up. So
Yeah,
Mitch is in.
I am.
Got out of prison. He's
Yeah.
in transitional housing. He's working. He's only been out for a little bit, and he hasn't seen Sparky in how long?
I haven't seen Sparky since 2006. So here it is. 2017 or 18, and I'm downtown Los Angeles, and this guy walks by me. Now Sparky's celly was this guy Shaggy. I didn't really care about Shaggy one way or another. This guy, he goes, "Hey man, hey, how long you been out?" And I go, I'm thinking, who the fuck are you? He goes, "It's me, Shaggy." Well, I recognize it. "Oh, hey, what's up, Shaggy?" And then I'm thinking, "Oh yeah, Shaggy." He goes, "Man, Sparky's right down the street, bro. You want to meet him? You want to talk to him?" I said, "Hey, look, I'm going to work right now. I get off work at, whatever time. Tell Sparky if he's here, meet me at this corner over here, whatever." And so I get off work and I walk down there, and there's Sparky. He's selling Obama phones. He's passing out Obama phones. Sparky's a hustler, man. He gets $10 for every Obama phone he passes out, And there he was. I said, "Fuck, man." He jumped up, gave me a big ass hug, And yeah,
That
it
was
was
neat.
cool.
Mitch was so excited. He called me.
Yeah.
He was like, "You will never fucking believe this shit." He's
Yeah.
like, "I ran into this dude, blah, blah, blah." I just want to tell you what Sparky said.
Yeah.
He said, "Mitch is a true friend. He risked everything defending me. I can honestly say it was the most serious situation I've ever been on inside the walls, and I love him."
Yeah. He's my friend, man.
They went and had ice cream.
Yeah.
Mitch would send me pictures.
Yeah.
They would go to have ice cream with Sparky and his son.
Yeah.
And Mitch, it was like,
It's
it
so
was
Sparky
cool.
has a little son. He has an old lady. They broke up, but he has a son, young son. And so we went out with Johnny, and which is a friend of Sparky's. Went to Chinese restaurant and had Chinese food. And
Jamie R. I love you, Jamie. Jamie says, "Smiley, Sparky, and Shaggy. What are the odds?"
Yeah. Yeah, and Sparky hooked me up on. So anyway, when you see the next video she posts about, when I got out of prison, I talk about Sparky, and he helped me out, man. So yeah.
So Undisputed Champ said, "Glad Dum Dum didn't go in there, Big Mitch. Wouldn't have had the luxury of seeing you win."
Yeah,
Just goes to show you how much Mitch's presence means in the prison system. Jim, you're funny.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, man, when you throw your hat in with somebody, hey, look, Sparky's not a biker. Sparky's a punk rocker. He's a hustler. He's he makes his money, however he's got to do it. He's a good dude. He's a little crazy. He's a little out there. I had to counsel him sometimes, like, "Hey, bro, it ain't like that. You need to chill out, But bottom line is, he was my friend.
Mitch does not discriminate.
And I don't, if I have friends, man, especially in prison, man, bottom line, man,
Sparky said Shaggy's in really bad shape
right
now. He called me from Eisenhower Medical Cardiology in Palm Springs. I talked to the doctor. His heart's working on 50%. I hope he makes it.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Slow Mo said, "I just happened that I know a few of Mitch's old smellies. It's a small world."
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It is like.
Oh, and by the way, I reached out to Chris, and Chris reached back to me, Slow Mo. And yeah, so bottom line is, if you throw your hat in with somebody, when the shit gets rough, you can't bail out on them, because, what happens when the shit gets rough with you? Where, and they bail out on you, what are you gonna do? Hey, look, when I was in Tracy, man, I had some serious shit going on, and I told some friends of mine, "Hey, man, look, I got an issue with this guy. It could lead to bloodshed. This is what's going on." And we're in the swimming pool, because yes, Tracy had a swimming pool up to 1993. So we're in, we're hanging out, and they go, "Hey, fuck that guy. We're with you." And these are two guys that had life. They're trying to get out of prison. They were brothers, actually, Jimmy and Barney. And they go, "Hey, fuck that guy. We're with you." And so I can't tell you, how good that made me feel, how it just hit my heart, man. That, hey, these dudes are willing to risk whatever it is they got going on. They're willing to risk everything and say, "Hey, fuck that dude. We're with you." Of course, it ended up working itself out. But the bottom line is, what happens if you throw your hat in with somebody and then they bail out on you? How do you feel? Now, how do you feel, when someone stands up and says, "Hey, we're with you," and so that's serious shit,
Sparky said, oh my gosh, this is like that's what's super getting to me. He said, thank God that situation didn't happen. Yes, Mitch had to counsel me many times, and I'm appreciative of the schooling he's given me. I'm a better man for it. I couldn't have asked for a better friend.
That's how it is, man. You call somebody your friend, they're your friend. Don't call someone your friend unless you're serious about it,
DC said, my dad always told me to never bail out on your friends.
Yeah, don't.
You know what? People don't live by that code out here sometimes, and it's like, it's kind of sad.
There's a lot of selfish people out here in the world, man, and you're gonna get shit on quite a bit, man. But you know what? That one guy that don't shit on you, it's gonna make up for all the 100 that do. Bottom line.
Salvador said, in prison you could only call good people friends because they were there 100%. I honestly have no friends out here in Mexico. It sucks, but it's okay at the same time. Salvador, you do have friends.
That's you got friends right here, brother. That's right.
Slow-mo, I get burned by friends. I get you. You know what? She might be watching, might not be, but I've had a friend for over 40 years.
Yeah.
And she has fucked me on several terms. And Mitch used to always tell me, why do you fuck with her? Why do you blah, blah, blah? She's an asshole. Yeah. She's an idiot. Jimmy, and you know what? Just because, this is what I learned from him. Just because I know someone for a really long time doesn't necessarily mean that you're friends.
Yeah.
True.
You have people that want to be your friend when they need you to be their friend. And they're not your friends. She used to come visit me and tell me about things that were going on. I won't get into the details. And I would say, hey man, that bitch ain't your friend. And she's just using you. Or that bitch ain't your friend. She's an associate of yours. She's just somebody that you know. And now she gets it, but back then she didn't really get it, and now she does. So, you know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to get it. You know what I mean? Like, we all have attachment issues after, long periods of bullshit, and I just didn't know any better. And you know what? Just because I've known her half my life, I was like, she's my girl. Mitch was like, is she really? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to say one thing that happened. Mitch went to the hospital, broken arm, was in the hospital. I was down the street from her house. And she actually I stayed over there one night. Mitch was having surgery the next day. And I was like, is it okay if I stay at your house? And she was like, yeah, no. We have to get up early for work.
Yeah.
That was pretty much my line in the sand.
Yeah, I broke my arm on a motorcycle accident, which is a story in itself. I got a scar on my arm there. I don't know if you can see it going down right there. So anyway, I was in the hospital for 3-4 days?
Hi, Lakira.
Hey, Lakira. And anyway, she came down to the hospital, see me, and she's like, hey, can I stay there? This chick lived 3-4 blocks from the hospital?
Probably 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, 15 minutes from the hospital. Stayed there. The first night was like a weekend. And then the next night, she's like, yeah, you can't stay here tonight.
I have to get up early.
Yeah, I have to get up early and go to work.
So I had to pay for a hotel.
So here's the bottom line. She had to go rent a hotel. It cost her $120. I had my surgery and then I left him. But the bottom line was, compare that to this. When she came down to Los Angeles to see me, the last time, the third time, she came down to see me 3 times. My friend, and he lived in he lived in Orange County. And
see Lakira? Do you see that?
Yeah. Oh, you got off work. Yeah, we got shirts. So my friend lived in Orange County. I was in prison with him, in Donovan. Big Johnny, we love you. He'd been out for 25 years, man. As soon as he found out I was out, he's like, hey, brother, well, I should go see him. He gave me the key to the gate to his apartment complex and the key to his apartment. He said, if you ever need to come to my apartment, Yeah, you need to get away from that shithole you're living in South Central. You just come on down. I don't give a fuck if it's 3 in the morning.
Jake, you are right. He
And,
said $120 well spent to get rid of your shitty user friends.
Yeah. So I go, hey, bro, my lady's coming down. Adrian came down and spent, 3 days, 4 days?
Yeah.
He goes, hey, fucking Airbnb.
He laughed and let us
Yeah,
stay
he goes,
at his house.
you're going to stay at Air John B&B. That's his name, John. So bottom line was he split for 4 days, gave us his apartment to stay in. And then he called like the second day and he goes, hey, you mind if I come by and get some work clothes? I said, bro, it's your apartment. He goes, not right now. It's not. It's your apartment. He let us stay there for 4 days, never bothered us, never came to the
He put
pad.
shit in the refrigerator, stocked the fridge,
Yeah,
and
he
everything.
put food in there, say, eat what you want, We stayed there for 4 days. We had
say who he is.
Yeah, Big Johnny. We love you, John. That's a different John, but yeah, we love you. He's been out of prison 25 years. I hadn't seen this guy in 25 years.
He is a cool fucking dude.
And we still have contact with him to this day. And we went down to Pomona to see him, and but that's a friend.
Where'd you say? Where'd you say first?
Pomona.
That's not what.
But yeah,
he is a cool. We went down there.
Guy.
He took us out to this amazing dinner. We stayed there for a couple of days for his wife's birthday, and they've come up here. He came up here and saw us.
They came up to see us. We went fishing, hung out in the river fishing. Went down there to see him.
DC said, DC, that's an interesting concept, and I probably shouldn't comment on that. It's interesting though. He said, my wife doesn't like any of my longtime girlfriends. I've been married almost 18 years now, never cheated, but she doesn't like them.
Well, what kind of women are they?
Oh, what the? What?
Well, I'm just saying, if they're decent women, then she shouldn't, and especially if they got, a husband or an old man they've been with, she shouldn't trip. I mean, does she not like them because she's jealous or because they were with you or I don't know. That's a touchy situation, bro.
It's a touchy situation. You know what? I think.
But if they're decent girls, she shouldn't,
Like Mitch has no problem. Like I have friends that I've had that are male for like a really long time, and he doesn't have a problem with it. I think it's the way you talk to people. Like if you're being inappropriate and like you're like connecting with them all the time, and you have like a different like emotional connection with them, that's way different than if you're just saying, hey, what's up? Like, how's things going? But if you're like talking about them, like, how do you feel? Like, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. What's up with them titties? Then that's a whole different deal. I mean, if you're,
really, bitch?
I'm just saying, if you're like, hey, you're talking to them just on a friend level, that's cool. But if you're on some weird, which I don't think you are, then you're giving her cause to be upset or jealous.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. So he's totally off on the wrong,
just saying.
Like the thing. I get you.
Anyway.
But if you're sharing like intimate details about your life, but you're not, if you're talking to her, you're talking to your friends like 5 or 10 times a day, and you're not talking to your wife like that, that's a fucking issue. And so if you're being like disrespectful, that's disrespectful. But if you're being like, hey, what's going on? Like, how's things going? Like, I got a new dog or I got a whatever, then that's cool. Do you know what I mean? But if you're sharing stuff with them that you're not sharing with your wife, that's an issue.
Yeah, I mean, your wife comes first, bro. Friends are friends and, family's family.
You're right. So. Mitch does respect most everybody. He will give them that until they disrespect them. It's true.
Yep.
I know that with my family members. He's tried.
Yeah, I mean, look, she has a friend she grew up with.
She came to see you once in prison with me?
No, I'm talking about she calls him her brother.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not her brother, it's just a friend she grew up with around him, and she's known him her whole life. And I remember being in prison, she'd be like, yeah, say his name, and like, hey, he's doing this, he's doing that. And I'd be like, okay, cool. I was never jealous or envious or any of that shit because... you take your loved one at face value. What they say is, what you take them for, and so now that I've gotten out and I meet him, it's like a brother. So it's not an issue. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show you some This is like super cool. You ready?
What's up?
Okay, hold on.
What's going on?
Hold on. Gotta do this right.
She got something she wants to show me. What's up?
Don't everybody get crazy.
This shirt's glow in the dark. That's what she wants to show me.
You know what?
Let's see. Where you at? Where you at?
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah. That's by far the most rosy. What's going on?
Okay, go ahead.
What do we got going on over there?
You can read too, babe.
I can barely read the channel. I'm doing this on my phone, folks. So
Johnny said this far is the most real prison channel on here. There's no sensation here. It's just real stories about one man's journey through the hell called CBCR.
yeah, it was hell for a long time, you know. But
Longbeard, are you saying something? I'm sorry, I missed it. Mitch is busy giving away my punchline because that's what he likes to do.
yeah.
He said, I'll see you. I'm not going to say your name. And so thank you for saying that too. He said, I'll see you guys later. Going to go watch the movie or something with the wife. Have a good night. You too. Gabe, go ahead with your question. Hi, David.
What's up, Dave? Hey, you know, we never heard much. We haven't heard from David from with the Indian. So if you're watching, let us know.
He's on here.
Huh?
He's on here.
He's not on. All right.
Babe.
Since March.
Aw, Joshua. I'm sorry, Joshua. Mitch has seen your. Mitch has seen your text too about, I'm sorry, your messages about what's going on with you, and he'll reach out soon. He's been super, super busy. But I'm sorry to hear about your restaurant, and I know you've been going through it, so yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's
Joshua's in Canada, and I think he's been going through some stuff.
lost his restaurant and his house, man. That's just, man, I hope you get some kind of relief and some kind of way up. For real.
Well, you brought supplements when you used to work out. Gabe wants to know.
Supplements.
I'm gonna sock you right now.
You're gonna sock me right now?
Going
She's gonna
to.
sock me right now. I did take supplements. I took MLO protein.
Hi, Deanna.
I took arginine, ornithine, growth hormone releasers. They're amino acids, and if you take arginine, you got to take lysine because otherwise you get cold sores. Ornithine to me is the best growth hormone releaser there is. I took bee pollen. I took
Good night, DC.
desiccated liver. Good night, DC. I took desiccated liver, bee pollen, you know, for energy, and yeah. I just, you know, when I lived with a friend of mine, Thomas, the long necker, we had the whole top of our locker was just bottles of supplements. We had all the different amino acids, and we took free-form amino acids, not peptide bond. Yeah, and we had all the B vitamins, C, all that kind of stuff. We lived on that shit. I had a 500-pound bench when they took the weight, so it obviously paid off, you know. No, we weren't taking, no, we took no steroids, just all natural supplements.
Aminos.
Yeah, amino acids.
Brent Ross is on.
Hey, what's up, Brent? What's he got to say?
JJ New York City, yes, we did finish that third installment with Splinter, and I want to shout out, like, we got a lot of really positive feedback on. We tried to get him to go live tonight, but he had some stuff he had to do tonight too.
Yeah, we were gonna have Splinter on here tonight, but he said he had some things to do and he was gonna have a quiet night. So
I was gonna show my cool shirt with the glow in the dark, but Mitch gave up my shit.
Well, you can show it towards the end. Yeah, flash it. Turn out the lights and flash your glow in the dark.
You already gave it up, so
that's
it's
okay.
Done. Don't even try
I still want to see it. Yeah. I do. Excuse me. My lungs are messed up from the smoke. You know, I hate liver. I do not like liver. I won't eat liver. It's the one thing I can't eat is liver. And when I was a cook in Tracy, they used to fry liver about once a month, and I'd take the day off. I can't stand the smell, the texture, the taste. Oh, it's just horrible. But I did take desiccated liver pills.
John.
So
John said, Splinter is walking around in the hood in shorts with a knife attached to his side.
I don't know, old Splinter.
He's really cool. He really is.
Yeah.
What you see is what you get, for sure.
You know, Splinter's for real. And you know what? He's trying to get his CDL license. He quit smoking weed. You know, he's trying to straighten it out, man. So, yeah. Props up to him. You know, hats off to him for trying to do the right thing.
JJC NYC says, Smiley, can you tell him about Charlie again, brother? That's a mind bender. If you guys want to watch it, you guys can watch it on
Charlie's dead.
On his interview with Death.
Yeah.
About 6 months back. It's
yeah, I talked about him on previous interviews. Charlie's gone, so you know.
Joey said, I love Splinter. Glad he brought me this way. Hey, you're new. Hi, Joey. How's it going?
Hey, Joey.
So, any new subs on here, welcome to the channel. Super cool. And if you haven't already, can you subscribe if you haven't already? And again, we're having issues with the notifications problems because YouTube likes to dick around with it. So, just give you an example, they freaking demonetized the last interview with Splinter because, you know, they talk about certain things. So, which is cool. It's fine. Whatever. But we'll never make you guys pay extra to see it. Yeah. We don't monetize it. We just put, like the lives, you'll notice we never monetize so that you guys can like talk whatever you want to talk about.
But, you know, when we do interviews with people, if we talk about certain stuff, if you talk about like certain issues are like,
it's on their guidelines.
Yeah, under the guidelines of YouTube, if you talk about certain issues, they won't monetize your video. So my interviews with Splinter are not monetized. So, you know, that's all right. We'll leave them on. We're not going to make you pay extra to watch them, you know. You know, we'll put them up there and prison bomb, vitamins in prison. No, we never farmed earthworms on the yard for protein. You know, for extra protein, the best protein powder I ever took was MLO. It's pretty basic, simple protein powder. So, yeah. Bryce bad luck with it. You know, Splinter's had a run of bad luck in his life, but he's trying to get his shit together, you know. And I'm going to tell you something. Talking with Splinter was fun, you know. Yeah, it really was. He was, you know, Splinter's the kind of guy that you would find on the yard. You know, he was in and out of prison. I was there. So, I mean, I'm going to tell you something. Watching his videos, shout out Ruben. I could tell he's a straight up guy and he's not a bullshitter. And that's why I decided to chat with him and put it out there. You know, and I wanted to have him on here tonight live, but he's got some things to do. Splinter's a real deal, man. He's just a regular guy that went in and out of prison. You know, I mean, he was the kind of guy that you would meet on the yard, you know, and that you wouldn't mind bullshitting with once in a while. Even though he's into things that I'm not really into anymore. He's a straight up guy, and I give him, like I said before, I give him my hats off to him, trying to stay out of prison and keep his shit together. So, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he's from Bakerfield. Yeah, like you just said, anybody who says they haven't had a bad run of luck or a bad run of whatever is full of shit, man. Nobody has just a charmed life 100% of the time, you know. What's up, babe? Some of the best people you're gonna meet in life are guys that had a shitty life, did some fucked up things when they were young, maybe paid for them by some prison time, you know, and then got their shit together and, you know, and figured out, hey, man, life's better on an even plane, did what they had to do to get their life together and got, and, you know, those might be some of the best people you could ever meet in life, man. And,
turn off that light, babe.
Yeah, so... You know, we've been on for quite a while, so, yeah, Splinter is down. Yeah, and he's way good. So she wants me to turn off the light. Come on over and I'll turn it off.
Just turn it off.
Okay. All right. All right, let's see how this works. We're still here, folks.
We're still here.
Yeah.
Can you
look
see
at
this?
That. Look at that.
Woo! It's glow in the dark. Woo! It's a rave.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a shirt we got from Lakir and Lakewater.
Josh.
From Josh. Yep. Glow in the dark shirt. But yeah.
Can't trust a
People
dude with
agree.
no scars.
Yeah, if you don't have any scars in life, I remember one time I said, man, when I get out, I'd like to have my tattoos lasered off. And this, he's a Protestant Christian guy. He said, oh, no, brother. He says, those scars are your life story. Leave them on, So those tattoos are your life story. So that's how it is, if you go through life without, getting scrapes and lumps and bumps and scars, then you haven't lived. And you haven't really experienced life for what it really is, And I think the people that come on our channel, that's how they're living. They're living real life. And so, come here. Before we go, I'm going to say goodbye to Rosie. Huh.
I love this shirt so much. You don't even know how much I love this shirt. Like, it's a total hippie. I love it. Ryan said, good night, you two. Didn't get shit done around the house. You know what, Ryan? We didn't either.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Hey, the day's not over, and we still got Sunday.
We're going to go fishing next weekend.
Yeah, we're going to go fishing next weekend on the river with Ryan Rains and his wife. Looking
Say
for
her name,
salmon.
Mitch. Say her name.
Jen.
What's her whole name?
Jennifer.
It's not
Jennifer. Jennifer with a V. We love you, and we'll see you next weekend. We'll go fishing. And look, all you people that have tuned in tonight, we love you. And take care. Be good. Stay out of trouble.
Ryan said I can't wait.
Yeah, me too.
Good night, Smileys. Good night, Lakewater and Lakira.
Yep. Growth
Slick said
comes from
that's a
struggle.
fish story.
That's right. We'll have a fish story for you next time we're on. Take care, and remember, whatever it is you do it hard. Do it hard.
That's what Sparky just said.
Yeah, that's right.
Love you guys.
We love you. Thanks for tuning in.
Long
Good night.
I'll see you later tonight. Bye.